there's kind of a way for like a consensus layer to understand what the execution layer thinks about, say, a block in the chain or like some state of the chain, but there's not really a way to go in the other direction. And the way that we attempt to get around this is by basically having this almost two-way bridge now. The way that we do this is by putting a commitment to this consensus layer inside the EVM, inside the execution layer, and that's really what the EIP does. And the full scope of things actually like relatively small and kind of self-contained. It is putting this cryptographic commitment from this consensus layer where there are validators and all the proof of stake mechanics into the execution layer. And this is really cool because now you can actually make, again, cryptographic proofs around things that validators did, activity in the consensus layer inside the execution layer. We want to do this because it reduces trust assumptions around doing these sorts of smart contract applications in the first place. Let's say you want to make like a staking pool construction, having validators join together into like one bigger pool. They kind of act as like one bigger validator. And there's a number of reasons you want to do this, like minimizing your like reward variance. And it's sort of this like random process as to like when you propose a block as a validator, when you get the rewards from that, how big the rewards are. And for many people, it's very nice to like kind of smooth that out. So rather than one maybe bigger payout, 6 months from now, you can have a smaller, more continuous payout. That all being said, it'd be great to like make these staking pool constructions in a way that is trust minimized. And there's actually just no good way to do this. Like for example, if there's 3 validators in this pool, if one of them is slashed, let's say incorrect action at the consensus layer, they really can participate no more. And you'd actually want to reflect that within your staking pool on chain. And right now, there's no way to actually do this trustlessly. And this is what the EIP allows you to do. Definitely, yeah. Simply because that's the most direct parties that the EIP is going to touch. And basically right now, they also want this information, the same information from the consensus layer. And the way that they do it is they essentially just have a trusted oracle to get the same cryptographic commitments where then they can do the rest of the stuff around proving and understanding what happened and doing these sorts of constructions on chain. And, you know, it works, but ultimately these boil down to like 3 or 5 multisigs or something. Putting aside any sort of even malicious attacks, there can be bugs or accidental key leaks where then suddenly the oracle's compromised. And then you can imagine someone tries to pull off some attack where that leads to like a really dangerous outcome for say like Lido. I mean, I think the main thing honestly is just be aware of it. So this type of thing is helpful just to like spread awareness. You could still just like implement your staking pool with like a trusted oracle and all this when there's now going to be like a much better option.